Welcome to another episode of Tripp and Graham Have Issues. Yes. It's this is probably going to be a spicy one today.
I hope so.
I do too. It's kind of funny. No, it's not. It's kind of sad, but funny too.
It can be both.
Afroman won his lawsuit or defending himself against the police that were upset that he had the music videos that were mocking him after they illegally, in my opinion, raided his home.
And see, I've missed all of this. I did see the news that he was found not guilty, I guess, whatever it was, but I didn't hear anything. What did he do?
Back, I think it's in 2022. I think it is. I think he's in somewhere in the Midwest in Indiana, Ohio, or something. Anyway, the police raided his home, and according to affidavits, the warrant was for trafficking drugs or marijuana and kidnapping.
Jeez.
Yeah. And so he was out of town at the time, but he had his surveillance equipment going for a little bit. And then I think it was one of his, I'm not sure if it was a family member or neighbor or somebody that also got some video of the police that were in there. And and there's this like obese cop that's like ogling the lemon cake on his on his dresser, and they're good. You see him going through his clothing. They broke down his fence. They did a lot of damage to his home, and they tried to steal money. And now what we would call theft, what the government says, oh, it was misplaced, or we couldn't find it, or it was bad accounting. We still call it, if you take my money and you don't give it all back, that's theft.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're the government or not. So, but anyway, he had these videos, and so he had later ones where he's mocking the different police, and the most famous one was I think the first one was the lemon cake one that went out there. But these police were actually crying because of these things. You were part of something that there was nothing that came out from it except that he lost money and had damage to his home. Mm-hmm. And so they weren't going to do anything about it because they just claimed, oops, sorry, and walked away. So he put up these videos so he could get some money, generate some money, so he could do repairs to his home. They wanted to countersue him for defamation of character. And I think it was seven police in total that were involved in this. And and they are like, the woman cop did look like a lesbian and all the things he was saying. But it's freedom of speech. And they are public figures because they work for the government. And they actually were kind of in the wrong anyway. But the judge, I think, was in shock that it was a unanimous jury.
And okay,
yeah.
This is a federal or local? What is it?
It was a civil lawsuit. They were suing him. They were suing him for defamation of character
because their egos got hurt.
Yeah, they were butthurt. They really were butthurt, and they lost disastrously. And
that's such a government thing to do.
It really is. And
cry and then sue.
I mean, I told you my personal story. The local police here jailed me for overnight for not leaving my condo.
Yeah, I mean, I saw your picture. I remember asking you about it.
Yeah.
Which is
it was crazy. They busted up for the second time, maybe third time, the neighbor, the guy that lived next to us, his place, even though he was in their custody and he gave them his keys. They came in with a bomb squad and not only were they at my door, and I'm going to say this because I have no qualms. They can't come back at me because it is true. They came at my door. These guys they had their fingers inside the ring guard of their rifles. Mm-hmm. Now, the rifles, some of them were pointed at the ground, but you don't do that.
No.
And I mean, you're in a neighborhood and everything, but they wanted everybody out of their homes. Mm. Well, I think part of it was because the last time they were there, everybody had all these videos and stuff of them destroying the place, and they just didn't want any proof of it. Well, I refused to leave because I wanted to watch TV, and I didn't want to sit outside, and I didn't want to add to their drama of trying to, essentially what they were trying to do is to get the entire neighborhood against the fellow that was in there. Mm-hmm. You might have liked him in the past, but we're going to make things so uncomfortable that you're going to hate him for making your life uncomfortable. Well, I don't disassociate like that. I would hate them even more. Mm-hmm. Anyway, the guy came in afterwards because I did call because they didn't ask permission. They came into my property and went into my backyard. They had a policeman who was there. Well, you can ask permission, but you can't just barge in there. So I called 911. I said, I've got this cop back there with a rifle. And I was thinking about, They
don't like that.
Yeah.
You see it on a lot of police video when they pull somebody over, these especially women will, I'm calling 911. And they're like, man, we're right here. In your case, totally different though. It's not a legal thing.
No. So anyway, it's because I don't know if their supervisors know that they're doing these on their things. I'm just letting them know. Well, this cop came into my home, even though I asked him not to, and that I didn't care to talk with him. He still insisted on it. And he came in, and he wasted my time for a long time. And then he was saying, well, let's continue this out here. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we're going outside? Yep. And as soon as he went out the door, I shut the door. And and right when I did that, he said, oh, shit. Because he was trying to get me out there to arrest me. Yeah. And he couldn't do it in my home. So he convinced my girlfriend to get me outside. And that's when they arrested me. And she regrets it because I told her what was going to happen. And she's like, no, they promised me. And I was like, well, you're going to learn a lesson.
Well, I've noticed two common denominators between Afro Man and that. Yeah. A woman involved. A female cop and a girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's always
but yeah. I mean, she felt bad about that and everything else. But But
wasn't like it was malicious.
Well, no. I mean, it's lessons learned. She just didn't understand how it works. The state feels that they have an entitlement to lying and misrepresenting, but God, you can't do it back to them.
No.
So yeah, but it was a classic. I think there was kind of a universal world, when he got that he won.
That's great. Yeah, because I hadn't seen a lot about that, but I remember he used to come to the boathouse a lot.
Yeah,
a lot, meaning once a year, I guess.
The last time he was at the boathouse was after he got raided.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I did. I don't remember. But and I always thought the funniest thing would be if he did a whole concert but never did because I got high. just to have the crowd like, what? That's the one. That's the and then just leave. The only song he doesn't do.
Freebird.
I always thought that'd be funny. It's like that's his only song that anybody knows.
What issues you got on the brain?
Well, speaking of police in Myrtle Beach, this guy Shane Cook. Have you heard of this? This fella. A lot of women complain about him on Facebook. He's tried kidnapping twice. Apparently, he's been my issue. He's been arrested 33 times.
Okay.
Given bail each time.
Not a personal friend.
Not if it was, it wouldn't be anymore.
Yeah.
But apparently he's famous around town. He's always drunk in bars, and 33 times, and they let him go. Finally, they got him on this. They're not letting him out. But I mean, and you see this all over the country. How many times do we have to let kidnapping? And he tried to he threw one woman into the blinds of a hotel or something, into the window. Something. He's a violent person.
Yeah.
But he's got some serious charges. And why does it take 33 times? And I guess this was mainly under Proc, which explains some of that. But she's gone now. Maybe that's why they finally detained him.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And then along with that, I just remember, that we've got a city manager has to hire an outside firm to decide who's going to be the next chief. Have you heard about this? How much money they're spending on it? Yeah, it's like
God.
I want to say in the million range, but it could be under. But I think it was they hired an outside firm to pick a new police chief for Myrtle Beach City Police.
Oh my God, this is what's insane.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't say, "Well, we just don't have the expertise." Bullshit.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, what you do is you say, you know what, we're going to go and we're going to find, we're going to scour the country for, we're going to use AI, and we're going to say, where are the most safe populations, and then put in Myrtle Beach's population, and then put in some other parameters like has high impact with tourism and something like that, and you find the best candidate there and you try to steal that guy.
Yeah,
and it'd probably be less than what we're paying out to our people here. So.
And even then, what's wrong with the assistant chief or whoever's second in line? Why wouldn't
exactly?
I mean, he's got that. He or she has that job for a reason. I don't get it.
Yeah.
So hiring an outside source to come in and find us a new police chief.
Well, I'm sure if we really dug down into it, whoever the consultant is got some inside with the local government and wants to get his pockets lined. Yeah,
I'm sure. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. And if you need some consulting for your next projects, contact the Griff and Deaf consulting firm here at Liberty Crack Media. Griff and Deaf can make sure that we'll put our names out there.
You will be consulted.
That's right.
Or insulted. One of the two.
Griff and Deaf.
Chuck Norris is dead.
Yeah. I mean, talk about disappointing.
Yeah.
I really did think he was going to live forever. I mean, the guy was in incredible shape for his age. I mean, I could hardly move around at my age. And and his wife is the one that used to have all the health issues, and they really battled through to pull her up. And then they came up with a nutrition line because of that and so on. So,
86, though. Not too bad of a run, but for his shape, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what it was.
Well, that's going to be interesting. I'm sure they're going to have to come out later and give a little bit of more details as to what the
I'm
death.
sure they will at some point. Everybody's going to want to know.
Yeah, but he was a hero to a lot of people. Not only for his movies, but just for all of his martial arts work before that too. And I think he kind of gave credibility to martial arts that it wasn't something that was kind of voodoo and weird, and
I could see that.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting to hear what Dana White has to say about it.
True.
Speaking of that,
yeah.
If he gives any, I'm sure there'll be some sort of tribute.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
86. Good run, but still sad.
March Madness. Are you following any of the basketball?
I am women's.
Well, you follow women all the time anyway.
That's true. So it falls in line. And they usually don't know it either, much like the women's basketball teams I watch. But I'm following the women's because my mother is a big basketball fan, and the Lady Gamecocks are so good.
Yeah.
They won all these championships with Dawn Staley, who's done incredible things for women's basketball. I say good. If the women's sports are entertaining and they're good, I got no problem with women's sports. They deserve, to have, and we fill the Coliseum every game they play because they're good. So I've been following that, and the Gamecocks are doing well. But it's fun. I'll go over and watch with her, and how much she enjoys it as she's getting on. So I like watching with her.
Well, I'll tell you, even the WNBA is nobody watches it except if Caitlin Clark is playing.
Yeah.
And she is now, they've allowed her to be on the USA basketball team. And she's absolutely tearing apart the books in record books for that already. So that's incredible. And I kind of follow some of the. I'm a WNBA guy, but I do follow some of the other additional players that have come on, like Sophie Cunningham and people like that are on her team in Indiana. And so it's kind of cool. Yeah.
And I think with the WNBA, it's kind of still on topic, but it's always the feminists that come out and are, pay them equal, and they're just as much deserving. It's okay. Name your favorite female basketball player. Not one of them can do it. Oh, how come you're not at the game? Because they're never at the games.
Yeah.
I was like,
how much merch have you bought? Nothing.
Yes. It's like, don't be complaining to everybody else when you're not showing up. You're not supporting. So,
but especially since the NBA has been funding them for the last 2 decades.
Matter of fact, NBA loses money on the WNBA every year.
Yeah.
So I don't. Just when they demand we watch it is. Yeah. But if they're good, then like with Caitlin, people like to watch her because she's doing record-breaking stuff. Yeah,
you know what they should have is the NBA All-Stars against the WNBA All-Stars. I wonder what the over and under on that would be. Like, 116
to 4.
To 4, yeah. I mean, geez.
Well, I mean, you see the U.S. women's soccer team.
But women and men are just the same.
Exactly. Except when you get beat by a team of high schoolers. Yeah. USA women's soccer team. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I don't mean to sound like I'm dogging women. I'm not. Like I just said, I enjoy.
You're dogging them all the time, man.
There's usually not into a microphone is the difference.
Yeah, that's true.
It's on my Facebook.
You thought it was you thought it was a vibrator with a with a windscreen.
Offering it to one of them. Oh, geez, I got to stop. But anyway.
No, it's just getting good.
For if there's any women listening right now, I don't hate women. It's
women hate him. That's the difference. Yeah.
It's pretty much all of my exes.
Yeah. Anytime we go into a bar or a restaurant, one woman walks in, you kind of flinch because you're like, "Is that an ex? Is that an ex?"
It's actually.
I'm like, put away your wallet. What are you doing?
It's actually sometimes true. You're joking, but I have to wonder where certain ones might hang out. Oh, geez.
It's like he's dodging bullets. Yeah. What are you doing under the table? What the?
Will, that's her.
It's a blind woman in a wheelchair. What are you talking about, man?
I think it is. I said what I said. Oh, jeez. It's real life.
And I haven't followed this. My Wisconsin Badgers was eliminated by High Point in basketball. But I guess the controversy is that, and you're going to love this, the black referee or referees are now under investigation for racially manipulating their calls.
Is there a way that you can play an eye-rolling animation, a sound or something? Because I can't. I'm doing it hard over here. Yeah, it's just. It's always. Is it true? Have you seen?
I haven't. I have to say, I have not. I just saw a clip of it, like a little blurb that came up on my phone before I came in here at 8:00 this morning, and I haven't had a chance to, follow up on it. It could be just clickbait, and there's a nothing burger there. But they were saying that Greg Gard, the coach for Wisconsin, had some comments, and that the WIA was investigating, and that they may discount the game or something like that. And it all could be clickbait. It could be rumors, but this is going to be an interesting one to follow up on. But I'm not surprised, though.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Even if it is, the fact that we're not surprised is the problem.
Yeah.
It's not, even if it's not true, it's like, again, seriously. And they always turn out to be fake, or like when they put up a news, it's a hoax done by the, whatever it is. So you can't.
I mean, even on ESPN, they keep talking about all this racial bias put out by certain referees and so on. And of course, we were WNBA. Mm-hmm. We saw it where they had the non-calls, like all of a sudden they lost their eyesight when Caitlin was getting hammered by players. So
So was it? Are they saying that they were? What was it? How did you word it again?
That they were manipulating their calls in favor of High Point. Yeah,
of the white players, or was it?
Well, there's I guess above average number of white players for Wisconsin that play, and so the calls were going against them.
Going against Wisconsin.
Yeah, who lost?
Yeah, and they were exactly what I was thinking when you said it. Yeah.
But again, my feeling on the outside is no matter what colors of the Wisconsin players, they should have been better, so that calls wouldn't be a factor.
Yeah, there's always that to it as well.
Yeah.
Give them no room to give any of that kind of excuse or
exactly
for any governing body or the referee association, whatever.
Yeah.
I believe in that too.
Yeah, I don't care what color you are. If you're wearing the cardinal and white for Wisconsin, you should be much superior. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I would say my Gamecocks or the Socastee Braves or any of my alumni, but we're not good at anything.
He's always talking about his Cox. Cox this. My Cox. Would you leave your Cox alone?
That was one of the... when I was going to school there, at least, that was the girls on the shorts that just said Cox on the back. And they sold out like every time they'd put them out.
Oh, yeah.
The girls love wearing them, so they can't rag on the guys for making a joke of it. The girls are doing it the most.
I went to East Troy High School, and we had a great run in football when I was there. But we started putting out banners just to see if we could slide them by. Trojans, we'll bend, but we won't break. Trojans, #1 defense. All that stuff.
Like that.
Yeah, and so we had all these innuendos for condoms, and it slipped it past the administration. Even our coach got all excited. I like that #1 defense. I love that. We're like, yeah.
A lot of times you see them on game day in the background with the signs the fans hold up.
Yeah,
they get through on ESPN a lot.
Yeah,
the windows.
Yeah,
they come up with some pretty creative ones.
We did also as players. We did some pretty nasty things too, but like flipping out condom packs to the opposing cheerleaders, who scooped them up with delight.
Oh yeah, of course.
But we never got caught doing that. Nobody reported it or anything like that. So it was innocent,
And no TikTok or any social media to put it on.
That's true. That's true.
And that's kind of unfortunate in that case. I'd like to see that, but anyway, you never get caught that way.
I think we lived in a better time. Mm-hmm. I think, a lot of ways we got a lot. You have some other topics?
I've got. Let's talk about Mondami for a minute.
The man who keeps on giving.
Yeah. So apparently, there's been a $7 million net death tax in New York. That was if you made $7 million at the end of your lifetime. If you had that, the death tax was 16% they'd take from you. His brilliant idea is to go to $170,000 at the end of your life and 50%. So if you die with $170,000, government comes in and says, we're taking half of this, your kids can have the rest. And thank God Hochul says she's not going to pass any of this. Right. It's not going to work. But where does this mindset, and he's got protesters out saying, don't raise our rent, don't raise our taxes.
Right.
Don't do,
keep giving us free stuff, but don't raise anybody's tax.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like 15 minutes into his administration. But that one was wild. You go from if you have $170,000 when you die, government gets half of it in New York. It's insanity.
Well, along with that, I think he may be having somebody in his cabinet or something deported. And they're looking at investigation and deportation of his wife.
I saw some about his wife last night watching YouTube, but I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just. I mean,
She was supporting the Palestinians on October 7th.
Yeah.
7th or 8th. 7th.
Yeah.
She was liking posts on social media in support, and basically saying October 7th never happened. It just was.
She hates this country so much. I don't see why she just doesn't self-deport, especially married to him. But yeah, a lot of advantages.
And they're in there eating on the floor with the number one finger has been a sign of ISIS and the Al Nusra Front, all these Muslim groups for a long time.
Right.
And then he's got people sitting in there on the floor in the mansion, holding up the number one sign after those bombers in New York threw the nail bomb.
Well, I give him the number one back.
How can that? Yeah,
but
different one.
It was
exactly.
a different finger. Yeah.
How is that possible? We're not 25 years from 9/11, whatever, somewhere in there, and that's a short amount of time to have the city where that happened run by, with his friends in there holding up the Muslim, radical Islamic terrorists finger salute. This is insane how far we've gone.
Well, I'm waiting for the next leftist to go and take him out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be some right wing nut that's going to do it.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it'd be a leftist who doesn't think he's left enough, or what type of leftist do you imagine it would be?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Not that either of us want him dead, but you.
Right. Yeah. No, I imagine in my warped little world, it would be one that doesn't think that he's not doing communism right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because the communism is successful. We just haven't seen it yet because it hasn't been done right. Mm-hmm. And they're just going to determine that. Oh, well, you're just a bad example for us, and so we got to get rid of you so we can get the good example coming in, whoever that would be. So, and Hochul, you were talking about Hochul, too. She has been on the news kind of. First, she told, if you don't like it, move on down to Miami. Yeah. Now she's like, well, why don't you come on back here with your millions of dollars and help pay as good New Yorkers for some of these things.
We've got to go down to Miami and find out how to get them back.
Send us a check. Yeah, send us a check.
And then they want to tax tax Zuckerberg, and you know that reason personally, but just tax him into oblivion. I don't care, but they want to tax these companies something like 50% for leaving the state. How are you? What makes you think people can't leave your state? I don't
exactly. Yeah,
and they wonder why people are leaving between Newsom and people like Hochul, and I don't. It gets me tongue tied.
Oh,
I can't.
And
then figure out the thought process.
What's his name? I can't think of his Brandon, whatever his name is. The mayor of Chicago.
What is his name? Brandon.
Anyway, he pretty much is almost had to abdicate everything to that doofball Illinois governor to run things because they're completely in an economic disaster. But it's so funny. What doesn't occur to any of these people for a solution is cut the frickin' expenses.
Yeah. Why is that such a thing that never crosses their mind? Yeah. I get it. I guess I get it's nobody likes austerity. You don't want to do it. You want to keep having more and more and more stuff. But there's something to be said, even in your personal life, where you get rid of certain things, you become happier. And I think that would work with government.
They need a Javier Milei type with the
bring them in with a chainsaw and I think even populations, it would take a while, but people will be happier with less stuff sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And it's tough for a leader to do that.
You won't have anything and you'll still be happy.
Well, that forced is a different story.
That's it.
But cutting program, I mean, like the whole welfare state, which is, he's talking about free child care and all this stuff. Okay, where is this all coming from? So
exactly.
You've got to do.
And who's going to have the oversight? Who is going to do the oversight? Because they don't like oversight. Mm-hmm. That's the other thing that's really crazy. And Wall Street. Wall Street is going to be Texas Street. I mean, it's just about, for all practical purposes, it's gone. Mm-hmm. It's left New York It's the financial center is in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what does New York have left?
Violent public transportation, because you can't drive your car unless you want to pay $9 every time plus parking. That's the other thing. Mondami wants to make everywhere paid parking.
Yeah.
There is no free parking anymore, or what he wants to at least. Nothing. I mean, even the beauty of New York, the big lights, the glamour, what it used to be, that's not there anymore. You've destroyed that.
Yeah.
So there's nothing.
No. And I mean, it's almost as bad as the award shows for Hollywood. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess they had
almost
the disastrous whatever. What was the last awards that came out? Was it
the Oscars?
The Oscars, I guess.
Conan
it used
hosting.
to be. Yeah, it used to be such a huge big deal. For a week and a half, 10 days, you'd hear people talking about it, the fashion, who was going to be there, guessing about who was going to be getting what thing. Nobody's interested. Nobody cares.
I'm tired of being lectured, and they're still doing it. The disconnect is wild.
Yeah.
How do you still... you can see it with just the ratings drop every single year. I think this was one of the lowest so far.
Yeah. And
at what point is there a signal that
exactly?
connects?
And then they're not giving the awards based on merit anymore, and everybody recognizes it.
Yeah,
it's the who is the most oppressed. Mm-hmm. That is the winner for whatever that category is.
Yeah, it's Marxism and entertainment.
Yeah,
who's the most oppressed? That's it. That's all that matters. Quality, talent, nothing. There was an Asian lady or something, and she says, "It's finally time that someone like me has seen in motion pictures." It was
ignoring.
It was a cartoon. She wasn't. She was a voice.
Yeah, yeah,
ignoring. Literally wasn't even seen.
All of Keiku and all these other amazing and all these amazing artists who have had a huge success and throughout history. Just say absolutely. I don't know. Well, I can't say ignoring it because it may be just ignorance. They have no clue.
It could be.
They don't know anything about cinema, and therefore they don't know that these people have been doing it for years.
Yeah, I think there could be something to be said for that because they're more so drama kids.
Yeah.
The drama department. Not so much into cinematography and the history of cinematography. I think that's a good point. I had never thought about that. So maybe they don't know working with some of the classics and who's been in them and who created this, their whole genres and all this.
Exactly.
Could be.
Yeah. Which is, man, that is a sad commentary. Mm-hmm. It really is. I was like, Mike Rowe was getting a bad rap for dissing on classical education. He's like, no, I think we need more welders that can, talk about Nishi. Mm-hmm.
By the way, thank you for saying it properly.
Oh,
not Nietzsche. Nietzsche.
Well, the Hungarian and German really do get pissed off when people mispronounce these.
That's exactly.
Hegel, not Hegel.
Another one.
Yeah. So.
Schopenhauer. Schopenhauer, but okay.
Schopenhauer.
I have to say, I just made that one up. I haven't heard anybody say that. But.
You might be a redneck if. Yeah.
That's highbrow Jeff Foxworthy. If you pronounce Schopenhauer wrong, that's your cousin family reunion.
Oh, terrible. Oh, my gosh. That is... we just lost half our listeners right now.
Probably. Oh, they'll be back.
They'll be back.
Maybe.
Yeah, the sadomasochistic crowd will be back.
That's it, exactly. Again, another one. So everything's being locked up. I didn't think that it was happening much in Myrtle Beach, where all the products are being locked up because of the theft by a certain demographic.
Yeah.
Constant. Go to CVS right across from my street. They're locking them up. And talk to the manager. She says what they're doing is how we go from entertainment to this. Anyway, I'm still learning segues. It was. They said
he's fallen off 2 of them already.
Exactly. Yeah. At least I didn't go the same way the guy who invented it.
Yeah.
Drove himself over a cliff on his own invention. That's a true story.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing in CVS, like with the wine. They'll go to take it to the bathroom, drink the entire bottle, and throw it in the trash. So they can't even, I guess nobody's watching their security cameras, but they can't. Yeah. They can't trap them. So I asked, why don't they use a security guard? Mm-hmm. They say, well, they can't do that because of groups like the ACLU and they're called racists and all this stuff. So they are locking up some of their makeup and hair care products and all this stuff. That's kind of a local. That's local and
it's
countrywide.
All over the. Yeah, my parents are in North Georgia, and I've been noticing it more and more at their CVS's and their Target. Target's been starting to do that too, especially with the if you go into the electronics department. They'll have everything behind glass, and you just have to grab the piece of paper. So they can bring it out. And what was I going to say? After COVID, the shopping at Best Buy has been a terrible experience. Before COVID, it was great. You wander around there, see all their new stuff and all this other stuff. At COVID, you had to order, and then they would, have a doofus come out and throw it in your car, and cross themselves, spray holy water, and walk away. And then afterwards, they were like the slowest to let people back into the store of any of the stores going. And then when you got back in there, you were like, what the hell? This is not the same store anymore.
Yeah.
And the experience has been completely different.
It is basically impossible to get someone if you do happen to need help in there.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is, a lot of times you'll ask them about something, and they'll just pick up the placard that's on the thing in front of it and read it.
Yeah.
I can read that myself.
They scan. They have some app on their phone, and they scan it with their phone app, and then say, "Oh, well, we've got it in aisle 3, and we've got 3 in stock." That's not what I was asking.
Exactly. What
I'm asking you is it compatible with? Oh.
Yeah, there is no specialized training at Best Buy, apparently.
No.
You might as well work at a convenience store.
And their Geek Squad, I don't know what they did, if they gave them all attitude pills. But these people have been, they're like, what are you doing here? What do you want? What? Yeah. I'm sitting here playing with my fingernails. What do you want? And I'm like, I just had a question about if I brought something in. Let me go and find out. And all I wanted to do was ask them if I brought in an old computer, if they could do the swapping out of certain components for me. Well, what's wrong with the old computer? Well, there's nothing wrong with it. It works fine. I just want to upgrade it. Why don't you buy a new computer? I don't want to buy a new computer. I just want to take the old case and, upgrade to everything else I have. I don't need to replace the motherboard. Why not? Well, I don't know.
None of your business.
Yeah, but the question is, can you go ahead and do this?
Yeah.
Let me ask somebody. And I had to wait there for, half hour. Finally, guys came out there, did the same thing. Why do you want to do that?
Yeah, that's the other thing. You get a repetitive, okay, I just went through this.
Yeah.
Why does it seem like the whole world is turning this way? Maybe kind of since COVID.
Yeah.
Everybody is rude.
Even on the phone.
It used to just be fast food.
Yeah.
It's it's ubiquitous now. Everybody's got an attitude for some reason.
Yeah.
On the phone, you were saying.
Oh, yeah. You call on the phone. You get the robot, and they're like, put in your phone number. I'm calling it. You should identify it from here. Okay. Doot. Okay, we found you in your system. what is your birth date? Well, it should be in the system, you asshole, but okay. Okay, thank you. Mr. D will get you somebody, shortly. Hi. And what's your name? You're like, doesn't it show up on your little thing there? Because I just put it in. Okay, this is my name. Okay, what's your birth date? Well, Jesus Christ, I just gave it to you. I just punched it in and everything else. I just have a question. Well, I don't have you in my system yet. I can't answer a question, even though it's generic for the rest of the world. I have to have you in my system in front of me. And besides, it's in my script that we have to do it in this order.
Oh, geez.
I mean,
Speaking of scripts, when I was a senior advisor for Apple for years, and worst job of my life. I hated it.
I remember your Apple days.
Yeah, and so like to replace one missing AirPod, there was 25 questions that we were required to ask before we could even get to the business of replacing it. Because a lot of times they were free. If you had Apple Care, you get a free, just one. We'd send you a free one. 25. So and the company wonders why people get frustrated at us.
Yeah,
like, I'm sorry, I don't get it either. But they
don't value the customer's time.
Yeah, and Apple's one of the better ones, and they still have that process.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's because they have to data mine as much as they can.
Yeah,
and it's just like, okay, you ripped me off enough when you sold me the inferior product. And now you're going to make me punish me even more.
Yeah,
insane, absolutely insane. I think personally, with all this artificial intelligence that's going on, the cutting back where they're trying to isolate themselves from having actual human beings talking to human beings, that economically, the more successful the company is going to become is when they have actual human beings. The first ones that break, they have actual human beings working with human beings, interfacing with them. It's going to be so revolutionary that they're going to start making profit.
That's exactly what I was thinking, especially with this AI debacle I have going on. That's what I was thinking. Whoever does that, maybe another 5 years. I don't even think that long.
I don't either.
2-3 years, maybe that company who gets people back
to
the first contact will be the ones who are whatever. I guess it depends on the product or the service they're offering, but I think I agree.
Yeah,
put people back.
Yeah. The other thing too is that somebody's going to invent a product or service, I should say, where if it's not in your contacts and somebody is dialing your number, that they're going to force you into their AI robot to go against their other AI robot that's calling you. And it's going to be the AI online robot wars. And corporations and companies are going to get so upset because they're not getting a hold of the people that they want to get a hold of. And I think the worm is going to turn on this somehow.
Well, I've heard the other day on Hot Talk, I think Liz Calloway or somebody was talking about it. There are like Discords now or whatever, these kind of like chat rooms used to be, where it's AI talking to each other now.
Yeah.
For what purpose, I don't know, but they're complaining about stuff and their users, and it's like you can't. Humans can't get into it. They're not allowed in there. It's all AI.
Liz doesn't understand. She doesn't have an audience. She has AI and Graham. My other complaint with their radio station is that they have a transmitter that goes out about 15 feet.
Yeah.
And everybody has to listen to them online. No one can hear them over the air.
There's a lot of does this have anything to do with it? There'll be certain blackouts for like 20, 30 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
Is that part of what it
transmitter?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's dead air for like half an hour.
I have a lot of issues with, it's the kind of thing, if I was running the company, I would do it so much differently. I know some of the hierarchy there think I'm an idiot, and they're probably right, but I can see where they can have some disdain for my product. I personally think that I could elevate what they've got going on over there. But personal.
I believe it.
Yeah, personal things.
Yeah.
But maybe that is the meritocracy's head would rise and people get nervous.
Yeah, can't have any meritocracy anymore.
That's
anywhere
right.
in America. It's got to be
Wait a minute.
either DEI or whatever.
They're not from around here. They can't be doing this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that aspect too.
I don't know, carpet bagging.
Sad but true a lot of times.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. I've never heard of you before. Why would you? It's like I don't. I don't hang out at cockfights. I'm involved in WNBA.
You think that's when they'd give it to you, when they find out you're supporting a minority group's thing. Yeah, come on in, DEI, all that.
Oh, you got anything else on the table today?
No, not an issue. Just we're getting a Raising Cane's coming to where Burro Loco was.
Yay!
So,
you and I are going to have to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever they get that, we're gonna have to go in there and give them our best palate review coming through our cigar stained lips.
I'm going to say the word umami a lot. Umame? What is that?
Edamame?
No. I do love edamame. But what's that? Yeah, now I forgot the word. Never mind. Umame.
We'll have it
I think
next
it's umame with a certain type of flavor. It's like something you can't, I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
We can edit this whole conversation out.
No, I'm going to start it with this.
Okay.
You have that in the front. This is what you can expect.
Why is he saying, ooh, mommy? What does he get some, he does have issues.
Mommy. Oh, mommy.
He really does have
issues. Well, if you're interested in more issues, tune in next week. We promise we will not be better prepared.
Not at all.
And if you want to check out some of our other offerings like Liberty on Nicotine, The Bookworm Mom, Microphone Monkeys, and Conversations with the Hoff, tune in and check us out on libertycrackmedia.com. Say good night.
Good morning, good night, good evening.
Good
Also
up,
Vietnam and whatever.
Well, the papers scream and the TV cries about every little thing under blue skies. They'll tell you what to eat, what to think, what to say, while taxing your paycheck every damn payday. Oh, Tripp has issues, but not like these. He just wants to sip his whiskey in peace, while they're building walls and burning flags. Tripp's just laughing and filling his flask. Talking heads on the nightly news act like we all gotta pick sides and choose, left or right, black or white, us or them. Tripp says, hell, I just don't give a damn. Oh, Tripp has issues, but not like these. He just wants to sip his whiskey in peace, while they're building walls and burning flags. Tripp's just laughing and filling his flask. Yeah, the government man says we know what's best, while digging in your pockets with each request. Tripp tips his hat and walks away. Keep your solutions, I'll find my own way. Oh, Tripp has issues, but not like these. He just wants to sip his whiskey in peace, while they're building walls and burning flags. Tripp's just laughing and filling his flask. Starts losing its mind, Just grab your guitar, pour a tall glass, and laugh along with old Tripp's wise ass.